Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Oh, I was so excited when we finished yesterday's show, and I said, "You're going to wear a special birthday shirt."
Yes.
And here you are,
Like
dressed
I'm going to a funeral.
like the widow, the widow Krisha.
I mean,
You're in mourning.
is it safe to say that I feel like I've aged more than a year since last year's birthday?
Well, we all have.
It's been, life expectancy has gone down.
And
In the year of my 40th year,
Yeah.
life expectancy went down.
Because there's a disease,
Because technically we did age more.
number one, and it does feel like everything that's a year ago feels like it was more than a year ago.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it's as simple as that. I look at these Facebook memories that pop up, and I'm like, what? That was last year? We were at a concert, we were at a show. I had a Facebook memory the other day. I hope you saw it. It was actually one of yours. Mm-hmm. It was, I had taken a picture of you through the Waffle House window.
Mm-hmm. I love that picture.
This must have been 4 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
And it just popped up on Saturday. And I thought, oh, I'll share that. Because
I love that picture.
It was just a weird one.
It was weird, but I love it. Also, if you would like a mug, like a Waffle House
you can
mug,
buy
but
one
better.
as a birthday gift for Krisha, and you get to keep the mug because we'll keep the slight markup.
Yeah, it's like you got me toilet paper for my birthday that I paid for.
Happy birthday. Wipe on.
KrishaandFrank.com. That's where you can find links to our merch. It's where you can watch the podcast. We would also love it if you subscribe on YouTube.
That's important to us.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
A donut hole.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Krisha.
What's the best birthday singing?
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jere.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were going to put the candle in the hole.
Well, it wouldn't stay up.
It's too small.
In your donut hole.
It's too small.
So
Sorry,
excited.
it's a
Thank
small
you.
candle.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
This is the birthday-ish looking one
Oh, I love it.
on the circus elephant plate that was picked out by Jere.
I've been on a low carb, low sugar diet, so this is perfect. I'm gonna bite this side if you want to bite the other side.
Well, technically, I mean, just technically, if you wanted a salted caramel, a bite of salted caramel, I can magically make one appear and float it in like a special effect.
Oh wait, you can't have any, can you? Technically.
But my wife's birthday is always during Lent.
Yes.
Because her birthday, I know very well to beware the Ides of March. And because
Which is why this works out well.
Yeah, so we have an exception, a birthday exception for Jere's birthday. And I mean, we're kind of like work married-ish, so I guess that's okay. So yeah, I could take a bite. You could also have a bite of this
All right.
salted caramel. Is it salted caramel, Jere?
And thank you for my beautiful birthday song. No one's ever sang "Happy Birthday" to me so beautifully before.
Now we also.
Look, I'm trying to even touch the right side.
Oh, it's fine.
You know.
Yeah. Isn't that lovely? This is from, I guess I can mention the name of the place. It's from Pop's Donuts, which is Jere's favorite. And I wonder if they would advertise on our show.
Holy moly, that's good.
If you know Pop, tell him we give him half a plug. That is good, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're fantastic donuts, and Jere likes their apple fritters.
I am thrilled. I
which
love
are,
apple
they're like
too.
health food because they've got apple in them.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fruit.
It's terrific. So I'll go ahead and take a bite to celebrate your birthday.
Do it. Cheers.
What else are you doing today?
I don't know. My friend Karis is from Pennsylvania, and she cooks.
Oh, she's not going to give you the Pennsylvania birthday, is she? Oh, Karis. No, not the Pennsylvania birthday. Please.
She cooks. I'm just going to keep eating this because I haven't had sugar in front
That's
of me.
fine. Make sure we can see in the shot. Yeah.
Okay. She cooks amazing Polish food, and she makes knedels.
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 I feel like I've heard of them, but I don't know what they are.
If you want to look them up, we can show a picture of what a knedel looks like.
Okay. Knedel. I feel like it should start with a K. Oh, it's Knödel. Is it Knödel? Knodel?
She calls them knedels.
It doesn't matter, but they look like that.
Yeah.
They look like balls of
Yeah.
dumplings. Okay.
They are. They're a boiled dumpling that's basically like Thanksgiving stuffing.
Oh, people spell it different ways, which is how I accidentally found it, because someone else misspelled it the same way I misspelled it. Okay.
So she's making me a traditional Polish dinner. Because we didn't get to do it on New Year's.
I feel like I should float in the actual gift that I ordered online for you that's not here yet. And it's the funny thing is, I could make it appear in a way that you can't see it yet.
True. Because I don't know what it is.
Because, obviously we play along, but I can also play and just go ahead and tell you that I don't even know how to do the I Dream of Jeannie thing.
It's a very...
Oh, you're so good at it.
Do it.
All right, so this is, if I were to make the image appear, and I guess I need to make sure I have enough room to float it in, I would go, isn't that something?
That's awesome.
That's exactly what you wanted,
Thank you. It's exactly what I wanted. It's what I've always wanted.
It's the sweatpants with the arrow pointing at the crack.
Right through my underpass. I'm so excited. I will wear those so proudly on my Target runs. If you see those,
Virginia. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, if you see those at Target, you'll know.
If you see them in Target, I need to do this. Oh, we're still good. Never mind. Yeah. Thank
Exciting
you.
Times.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Thank
of course,
you.
I want to advertise the merchandise.
Wait.
I know. I know how it sounds.
The sweats, or
I know. I said it wrong. It was. You see, on your birthday, I may as well admit that there seems to be a recurring trend in our Saturday videos. That for whatever reason, there's you often turn your rear to the camera. It happened.
What happened in the boot one? What
The
other?
boot one, the ice skating one, and the axe throwing one.
I didn't put my booty on the camera. Like, if you're doing a body, like you're shooting me doing something, you're going to see my booty.
Well, the one it was the axe one. I made a joke about it because you're wiggling.
Because that's what I do.
Well, you did in the boot scootin' boogie one too.
I fell over.
No, I mean you also did us a wiggle as you walked down the aisle. I'm like, do I need to sit? I guess
that's just how I move.
It looked good. You're dancing.
I mean,
It's a dance move.
I'm not. Look.
So the fact that we're going to give you sweatpants that highlight the logo, it's funny.
Well, I've been working on that particular. I've been working on my legs and my booty because I am 41 years old.
Well, you told me that the Pigeon Forge Chamber. You said these are my two best features.
Yeah, absolutely.
My legs and my rear. So I'm going to make sure that
if you've got it, flaunt it. Because there are other things that I don't have, but it's not
what
even.
was her name? Ula?
Yeah.
Ula.
It's not even a compensation. It's just like, this is my body.
And I'm playing. I don't mind at all. I'm just having fun with you. I'm excited for your birthday. Because
what's the term? Sex sells?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, free videos, please. Make sure you watch, because I don't put them until the second half. If you don't watch the whole video on Saturday, you miss out. Miss out on the rear.
Sorry about
it. Bring up the rear in the rear of the video. But we've had a couple of birthdays together. And 1 year, we talked about this last week. There was the Gatlinburg Improv Fest on your birthday.
It was
and we
always
decided
my birthday.
to go day drinking before the show, which is a little risky because...
was it before neither one of us were performing?
I think we were doing our little two-prov at the end of the
Yes, which
night.
we were drinking while we were doing.
So it didn't matter.
No.
Yeah, because the troupe that I'm in, Einstein Simplified, has a no drinking before the show rule.
Yep.
And
they sure do. Some people learn that the hard way.
And I wanted to make sure that actually that day we went out and we made a video, Facebook Live, of us taking a moonshine taste test.
Yeah.
And that's powerful stuff, even though they're little communion cups.
Look, they only charge you $5 for that, and you get the $5 back
when you buy something.
You
get
a coupon.
Yeah.
And sometimes, don't tell them, sometimes they'll let you double down.
On the coupon?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's how I got my latest bottle of mango habanero whiskey.
So we had a fun time with it, but then I also made sure that there was enough time for me to go back to the hotel, eat something, and rest for a little while.
Right.
So by the time
you didn't have an Einstein show that night.
I did not. And there was like a 5-hour gap between our drinking and the start of the show that night anyway. So I had plenty of time to rest.
Yeah. I like birthdays. I think that I don't know. I think that they're fun.
I told you that my mom always made a point of mine being the longest day of the year.
Really?
Yeah, so I would call her and wish her a happy Labor Day. Because she would talk about how 30 hours of labor. In fact, I'll give one last mention. My poor mom, she's laying there in the hospice, and she's telling me that she's got a hemorrhoid that's hurting her. I'd say killing her, but that would be really inappropriate. And she wants something done to it. And I'm like, Mom, I can't help you with this. You're going to have to get Alicia or Catherine or somebody or the nurse. And she looks at me and goes, 30 hours of labor.
That's amazing. That's amazing. She's in hospice and she's still kicking your ass. 30 hours of labor.
But I was born at 2 in the morning, so that means she went into labor on June 20th, was in labor all June 21st, and then finally I'm born in the early hours of June 22nd. I mean, that's a lot.
I was due on February 28th.
Oh.
And
a leap year.
I was gonna be a leap year baby, but I was born on March 3rd. But my dad always, every birthday, tells me the story that he hadn't put gas in the car. It was the ice storm, and he had to drive across the Henley Street Bridge in an ice storm, having not gassed up the car while my mom was in labor, and they were in such a rush. And then it was 20-something hours, and then I had to be an emergency C-section because I was a problem from the beginning.
I thought he was going to tell me he ran out of gas, but was able to slide on the ice across the bridge.
All the way. Actually, you probably could until you get to the bottom of the hill there. But how would she make it the longest day of the year?
Well, in terms of the solstice, the summer solstice,
right?
It's longest the longest day of the year in terms of daylight is that June 21-2.
Do you have a memorable birthday? Like your most memorable birthday?
Well, I mean, I like to joke about the time, we can talk about this in June too, about the time that Judy Garland died on my birthday.
Yeah, that bitch Judy.
And in fact, we found some pictures when we were back up there for Thanksgiving and we'll save this again for June, but we found of that 1969 birthday party with me and the little boys from
so mad.
School. I didn't know she wasn't dead yet at that point. Like it mattered.
Yeah.
And then the parties that I threw for myself as a 22-year-old, because that's when I rented the place and Jere came and all these girls. I was trying to meet girls.
Trying to meet girls.
Throw myself a party. That's what I'll do. I got an idea. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to rent out the old schoolhouse. I'm going to get a keg of beer.
Let me get my plaid suit and we're going.
Have everybody come on over.
That's awesome.
Well, you know who else is an entrepreneur?
Steve of Steve's Tree Service.
How did you know?
Because I know who I have to talk about on a commercial.
Well, Steve and Renee have the privilege of advertising on the Krisha birthday show.
Happy birthday for me.
So we appreciate it because, and a little behind the scenes, this would have been their last commercial.
Yeah.
But they said, oh, no, please extend.
Yay.
Please renew.
Thank you. That's best birthday gift.
Yeah, because we love the fact that you support our Krisha and Frank show, and you guys were in early, and all of our advertisers were in early, and now, of course, with the all the things we're doing to garner more attention, it will pay off for all you guys.
Yeah.
And when you get trees down, I see this all the time. I see people asking on Facebook all the time, who can I get that's good at trees? Steve's Tree Service. Look them up. They've got high ratings on Google, Facebook, and Yelp.
And high ratings in your yard.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking to a guy across the street who has a beautiful swimming pool.
Oh yeah, you had a meeting with your neighbor.
And I was saying, I'm so excited because his pool is bathed in sunlight year-round.
Nice.
There's no trees around it. I said, I'm so ready for this coming summer because Steve and Renee and the crew took down these trees that would keep my pool water too cold. I'm looking for hot water.
I want hot.
I want hot pool water.
I want bath water.
Yep.
I still love to wash.
Well, Jere won't go in the pool unless the water is like 80-something degrees.
Oh.
I'll go in when it's 68, and I'm like, it's a little chilly. It's a little nippy.
Oh, I'll I mean,
But
I like to
70s is
river
okay.
swim, so,
Yeah, so
like
you're fine.
53-degree water is fine.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
In fact, I have a story.
All
I
right,
may
well,
have gotten
we'll
into trouble.
let's get to that momentarily. But that's the great thing about Steve's is whatever your issue is, whether it's worried about trees that are dropping leaves into your gutters, or they're going to might fall on your house, or they have fallen and you need them taken out in an emergency.
Yeah, just happened to a friend of mine.
That happens sometimes. They'll get an emergency call and they have to rearrange the whole schedule and tell everybody down the road, hey, whoop, got this power line down,
Yeah.
something's happened.
Sorry about it.
And especially with the wet weather we've had lately, wind and rain is a recipe for tree disaster.
Man, I wish it would rain.
We had enough.
Yeah.
We got more coming.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so Steve's Tree Service, give them a call at area code 865-257-6214 or look them up on Facebook.
Yeah. I went to the Greenway one of the days that it wasn't raining, and it was sunny, and it was wonderful, and it was nice, and I had on shorts and a tank top because it was 63 degrees. That's no sleevey weather.
Oh, yeah, like the day we the day we recorded at the boot place, the Boot Factory Outlet, that was perfect
Oh,
weather.
man. It was almost 70.
Yeah.
Oh, but I went for a run, and I climbed a tree, and I posted some like funny tree because I love climbing trees. When I was a kid, man.
To me, it looked like you didn't climb the tree as much as you did just jump into the tree
Well,
or jump up to the.
I jumped, I grabbed onto a lower limb and I hugged it, but what I didn't post was I actually like climbed up into the tree.
Okay.
And I love climbing trees. Man, when I was a kid, we had pine trees behind our house, and
Yeah.
I would climb to the top of it.
No.
My dad would get so mad.
I would freak.
Oh,
I mean, I like heights. I just don't. Like, I don't trust my own ability rock climbing or tree climbing. I would worry about that I would fall because of my own failures. I'm not afraid of the height. Mm-hmm.
It's just, well, once you going up the tree is not so difficult. It's the going down part that you gotta.
Whoa.
But I climbed up this tree, and I was sitting in it because sometimes it's just nice to sit in a tree. And an older gentleman went jog shuffling by, and I waved.
I think it's called juffling.
Yeah, he was juffling, and I waved. The standard
I'm in a tree.
Greenway.
But I'm okay up here.
The Greenway greeting is,
Oh, that's it?
yeah.
Kinda-
If you're running, you're like,
You duck the chin.
yeah.
And raise the hand.
What's up?
Okay.
Going on?
I don't know. That's uncomfortable. I just got a crick in my neck.
I passed a guy recently that did this as he was running.
Sorry, I
He's
just got a crick in my neck. I couldn't look.
like-
Did you hear that on the mic? Oh.
He's like,
Oh.
yeah.
He
Then there's
must be a 1960s guy.
no, he was young.
Oh, really? Oh, that's true. All that's coming back.
There's the guy that runs barefoot and shirtless with his 2 dogs following behind him, and they're the cutest dogs ever. But he runs
You
barefoot.
noticed the dogs?
Yeah. They're like these little terriers, but they're like
Are they on a leash?
no, they are the most well-trained, adorable dogs. But maybe he's like Hawaii, like from Hawaii or an island, but he runs barefoot.
Well, he might have meat in his pockets.
He
that
might.
They want to, chase after.
But they just run right behind him.
That's what they do.
So, fella that was jufflin',
Oh, the older gentleman.
Yeah.
You're in the tree and you give him the wave.
yeah, comes back
He's
And
thought
he's-
about it.
and he goes, I don't think you need to be up there. And I'm like, excuse me? I don't think you need to be up there.
Well, no one needs to be up there. I mean,
And I'm
what
like,
business
I
is
was
it?
like, okay. I'm not harming. And and he goes, that ain't your tree.
So he'd get off my lawn to you.
He'd get off my lawn to me on the Greenway while
With
I'm just
a public
pleasantly
tree.
chilling in a tree, swinging my legs.
This would be city property, right?
Yeah.
So, if anything, Mayor Kincannon should be coming to tell you to get off her tree,
Right.
but
And I was like, okay.
or is it county property?
It might be county
don't-
property.
oh,
No, and
that-
it's a city.
Okay.
It's a city.
City Greenway. All right.
And he was like, I don't want to see it happen again.
Well, maybe you won't live that long.
And and I went, okay. Well, I hope you have a good day.
What has upset him so much about a tree climber?
I don't know, but the next time he passed me, I was splooging in the water.
What water?
There's a creek.
And you were splooshing?
I took my shoes and my sockies off, and I was like, toot, toot, toot.
How old are you? I mean, how old are you acting in this instance?
I am enjoying life.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying the average age of a girl who climbs into a tree is probably not 41, more like 14.
Well, that's the 41-year-old lady's problem who's not climbing up into a tree.
Maybe younger, even maybe like 8
well,
or 9.
I wasn't like.
How old were you when you climbed trees at home and your dad?
I've climbed trees my whole life. I never stopped climbing trees.
Okay, that's new to me. I never.
I like climbing trees.
I never started climbing trees.
Like, is there an age limit for enjoying something?
I'm just saying there's a time period when kids discover their ability to climb trees and they start climbing trees.
Yeah.
And they do it a lot, and then after a while you stop.
I climbed a tree in Sequoia Hills Park one day.
Recently.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the creek splution.
Right. It was warm. It was so warm, and it was gorgeous.
And the creek would be cold still.
The creek was cold, and I was sitting on the bench because when I finish my run, I have this weird ritual. When I finish my run, I always go and sit on the bench, and right before I leave, I go and I put my hand in the water, and I just say thank you. Because to me, the water, it's so stupid. Robert Alewine would be making fun of me.
Do you see me criticizing?
I always put my hand in the water, and I'm always hyper aware of the fact that water doesn't ask where it's going, it doesn't care where it's going, and it's forever there, but it's forever moving and changing and just going.
Right, there's always water there, but it's not the same water as was there a minute ago.
It's never the same water.
Yeah.
And so every time I go to this particular place, I always go put my hand in and just say thank you. And it's mostly me thanking myself for taking time to just be with myself. I know it's so stupid.
It's your birthday. You can say anything you want. I can't make fun of it.
Yes, you can. But it's what I do.
No, I mean, it's a naturist type of philosophy.
Yeah.
You know, it's a commune with nature idea of, a lot of people say that the outdoors is my church and all of those things that come into play. Nature is beautiful.
Yeah. And
I mean, it's a lot of worse things you could be thanking and touching.
Yeah, and that's for true. I think I've been down that road. But no, it's mostly just because when I first started going there, I wasn't taking care of myself, and I realized that I needed to take care of myself. And I don't necessarily mean that in like a physical way. I mean that in a mental and just being healthy. Mm-hmm. And so I'm always just like, hey, what's up? Thanks for that. And it's just a nice little moment. It's just a moment. But I did that, and I'm like, oh, the water feels so good. And I was hot. So I took off my socks and my shoes, and I put them on the bench, and I just walked into this much water. And I wasn't even splooshing and jumping up and down.
Comes back.
And he's on his loop. And I was like, shoot.
What'd he say?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely.
He doesn't own the water? He just owns the tree?
He said absolutely nothing.
He learned his lesson the last time.
I was just like, I'm not going to get out of the tree because your grumpy ass doesn't like it. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, did he expect me to be apologetic? Be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me get down. Like, I'm a grown lady.
He probably thought, that you would immediately react.
Right. No. I'm a grown lady, and I'm in a tree. Leave me be.
A hypothetical open-ended question.
This does not ever work out well for you.
It's a nice day.
Yes.
You're there again. Mm-hmm. There's the tree.
Yep.
Beautiful day, nice breeze maybe. Maybe it's might even be a little breezier and cooler, more comfortable in the tree.
Yeah.
What do?
Climb the tree.
There you go. Old man comes shuffling along.
What's up? What's he going to do?
Cut down the tree?
What? He can't. It's not his property either.
Shows up with a chainsaw or an axe.
The only thing that I can think, the reason that it bothered him is because that is, there's like, it's almost like a bird sanctuary. It's not sanctioned as a bird sanctuary, but
there's a lot of birds.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? My backyard then has got a gazillion birds.
Yeah.
So what? Birds, they can fly anywhere.
Right. I'm not bothering the birds.
This is a great area for birds.
I'm not knocking nests out.
If you're into birds, this is a great place to live.
I was literally on one big branch that I didn't even scrape anything.
Maybe he was a bird watcher.
But that's the only feasible thing that I can assume as to why it would bother him.
Because if he was
in a
British,
tree.
he would call you a bird, and then we'd be done.
I'd be like, watch me.
All right, Birdie.
All right.
Happy bird day.
Thank you. And thank you for my gift. And thank you for my donut. And thank you for my song, E.P. Jere.
Yes, you're very welcome. We're happy to spend your birthday with you on the Krisha and Frank Show.
Yeah.
Please do like and subscribe. And as a birthday present for Miss Krish,
Leave me be when I'm climbing trees with that T-shirt.
write it down. We can make new merch.
Leave me be when I'm climbing
stupid things
trees.
we've said. Like I hated it so much I threw up in the parking lot. So that would be a great birthday gift, is if you shared our YouTube channel or our audio podcast links with a friend and convinced them to subscribe.
Yeah, please.
That would be absolutely lovely.
That would be the best gift.
Yeah, if you could help us get to 500 like today, you must know 20 or 30 people. You must.
Ooh, if I get to 500, 500 today on my birthday, I'll even throw in a little extra in your prize pack.
Half that donut?
Maybe.
Or the candle?
Maybe.
All right, something used. Something new, something borrowed, something blue?
Yes.
Okay.
We're getting married.
That's the surprise.
Whoopsie. Again?
I just hope you're not an improviser. Okay. Thanks again for watching. Happy birthday. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye. I'm eating the rest of this.
That's what it's for. It's
Because I
yours.
can.
It's got birthday sprinkles on it.
Oh, well. Pops donut?
Pops.